Greetings everyone, and Grid here. Please give a moment to make sure the live stream's set on up, as well as I'm still trying to find a replay. Hopefully there's a replay there. Kick is going. Twitter is going. Updated. YouTube thumbnails update. Twitch is going. Rumble appears to be going. Let me check my other computer. Oh, my other computer's loading. It feels like my internet's not that great today, so I hope there's not any issues. Will this be a good replay to start off with? Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the yellow Holy Roman Empire, we have Valdemar, and spawning as the red Rus, we have Sauce. This is a naval map, so this will change the dynamic. Let's talk about economic benefits. The Holy Roman Empire does have access to the Prelate. He'll likely go for Akin Chapel, which will give him plus 40% gathering rate of nearby resources wherever it gets established. And you'll likely establish near this wood deposit. Is other gold? No, right around here. This seems a good spot. Get a mix of gold and wood right there. When it comes to economic benefits, the Rus do have a handful of different benefits, but it will actually be minimized. It's a naval map or hybrid map. The more wildlife he kills, the more gold he gets initially. Food collection rate for villagers, keep note of that. As well as increased gold generation for hunting cabins. Additionally, when it comes to sea, they do have an entire unique slate of ships. The Loidas. The Loida fishing boat costs twice as much, but it's better than twice as better because it doesn't have to worry about dropping off. And additionally, he can convert this unit, so the Rus can sacrifice all the fishing boats and go immediately into aggressive naval play. You have a good number of sheep over there behind yellow, which can be useful if he starts losing the sea. And gold mine being established up here, as well as a house. He's going for a large number of wood. And now we've got 120 trade bounties. Here have been killed off, as well as here. Red Scout doesn't have any sheep behind him. He does deliver some of them here. And now he is going for the Kremlin. The Kremlin does act as a wooden fortress, giving plus 20% wood drop-off. Very useful. He may want to put it more in the middle there to provide wood drop-off over here as well in the future. But this will greatly spike his economy, which will also be a counterpart to his opponent's increased collection rate thanks to the prelates. In actuality, he's going for a large amount of wood here. Let's get out of this vision and... Okay, he's going for Akin Chapel. He's going to be very, very far behind, and the Rus have some of the most aggressive navy in the game. He's going to push forward immediately with one of his Loida fishing boats. He's going to convert into an arrow ship immediately, and we'll be able to provide some pressure against these fishing boats. He does have 8, which so not all of them can escape into the docks. Loida is being converted now into the galley. Akin Chapel is still being built. He may need to go for immediately into a springboard ship, which will be a bit slower, or go for an arrow ship, which is faster. Getting a bit of damage over here now. He is going to bring in a fire ship. He's assuming his opponent going straight for a springboard ship. And hopefully Hawken Chapel is now complete. He can get either he's going for Springald Ship, which would be good versus the galley. However, it will not be good versus the fire ship that's soon to be deployed on out. Which his opponent cannot realize that because we have caster vision. And now he's losing some of these fishing boats. He does lose two. Two of them does evacuate the dock. And he's get these fishing boats inside. Archer ship here. Springald ship here. Springald ship will be deployed out first. And does get deployed out there. The fire ship can be rallied into it. Does get a Springald shot there. Playing a little bit safely. You may or may not be able to see that fire ship, but do have the archer ship now pulling field, so you should be able to force back these units, no problem. May want to be a little bit more passive, since he knows his opponent got the age up first. We've got another Springald ship here. Fire ship along the flanks. Got another Springald ship for the Holy Roman Empire. Hawken Chapel will provide a massive collection rate bonus. But the Wooden Fortress here will provide an increased collection rate bonus as well with the plus 20% wood drop off. Comparable, honestly, because plus 40% collection rate also means it's going to burn through those trees quicker. They do have, the villagers, however, do have increased carrying capacity as another civilization bonus. Another Springald ship coming up for the Rus. We now do have, looks like 7-8 fishing boats versus these 4, so it looks like they have a similar civilian count, though it says the Rus has more at the moment. Springald ships getting some good hits there on these fishing boats. Eco just tasking them with a shore fish for the time being to make sure they stay alive. Fucked up slower, but alive. Fire ship trying to make its way forward. This archer ship does see quite a bit of damage there. Arrow ships do take out the fire ship. Another archer ship deployed on the field. Looks like he's taking time to repair up some of these ships. Right now we've got 2 arrow, 2 Springalds, 2 more arrow ships on the way, 1 more Springald ship on the way. We do have a third. Nope, we don't see a third dock in the field. Oh, yes we do. And we got 4 Springalds, 2 more on the way, 2 arrow ships on the field as well. You got a sizable navy here. Another dock being put up by the Rus. And looks like scout versus scout. Red scout still has a whole bunch of sheeple behind him. Both players could eye for some. Yep, the Rus player's now eyeing for some early knights. He sees his opponent doesn't have a whole lot of ground defense. He's going to try to hit him from the land. Soon we're going to have 6 arrow ships for the Holy Roman Empire player. He's going for pierce damage. This will actually make his arrow ships slightly better, in my opinion, than even Springald ships. So he's going to get that. He has a good arrow ship in reserve. His opponent has a good number of Springalds. Springalds are very resilient, however, still. Keeping a couple of Springald ships for the Holy Roman Empire player is still a good idea. But you can now focus on more on arrow ship composition. The Springald ships can still be very useful at drawing fire as a frontline tank. So advance up forward, but looks like the Rus player has 10 Springalds. There's just a large number of ships just here. His opponent does have a sizable fleet himself. Value in the military. The red has a larger military value. But it does include some early knights now pulling out, which they are starting to make their advance, which could be very deadly. His opponent does not have any ground infantry or ground military whatsoever, barring a scout and prelate. Big naval engagement. Yellow does pull back his villagers off the gold mine there. Some of the Rus Spring Gull ships are going down to the Mass Archer ships' opponents. The nice thing about Mass Archer ships, they themselves are the counter to the fire ships. Getting damage all across the front line. Looks like one of the fishing boats went down there. Fire ship connecting. Fire ship does perhaps connect on one of those, so that ship was likely dead either way. Before Yellow has slightly come out ahead, but now there's the Knight here. The Knight's severely wounded. He is trying to go for barracks to get some spearmen, as well as an outpost. The Knight has 22 health, and then another Fresh Knight here. I was going to say he could try shanking that one Knight, but it will not go too great. But this Knight does kill off a villager. Got these units facing forward. Yellow's fire ship connects. And connects there as well. Yellow's getting some great fire ships here. This fire ship does connect on some arrow ships, which doesn't do its bonus damage here. Fire ships do bonus damage versus broadside. Both sides going to lose pretty sizable fleets here. Yellow has lost quite a bit. Knights still haven't cleaned on up. Yes, one more on the build queue now. And now it's coming back on off. That fishing boat will go down. The arrow ship maybe next, so that's a Spring Gold ship. Another fire ship being employed on the field, but these are those are Spring Gold ships. And those connect with a decent shot there. This fire ship does not connect. Both sides' navies have been battered and bruised, but Yellow has overall killed off more units, while Red has killed off 7 workers. Jeez. Yeah, Yellow is behind. Dock and Chapel will help him even out some of that. He has a handful of spearmen on the field. 3 at the moment. Gold currently not being collected on up, so he's just eyeing for just... he may want to get out some more villagers onto gold, to say the least. Well, now going for wheelbarrow. This wood deposit's been cleaned up for the most part. And a couple spearmen, not even hardened spearmen, just regular spearmen trying to engage the early Knight. Their bonus damage for cavalry is plus 17, so that's 24 damage. Does get some hits there on the scout. So did he have the same damage output? Or nope, the early Knight does have 19 damage. I was going to say, that seems like the same damage output as a Knight, but not in the Sage. Both sides regrouping for another engagement. Do have a large number of docks coming out for the Rus player now. He's going for some more fishing boats. The one villager kill that Yellow has claimed was a Lloyd fishing boat. How is his trade bounties coming along? He has reached tier 2, which is adequate. Though it's all not that important on this map since it's mostly a naval focused map. Early Knight pushing forward once again. I'm not sure where his spearmen are at. Fire ship does go down. More early Knights being deployed on out. Currently he has 6 spearmen on the field. He does currently have only 3 docks. His opponent has 5. Don't think he can utilize all those docks, honestly. 4 is now being cleaned up by Red, or at least just trying to kill it off with trade bounties. Yellow's trying to go for a handful of palisade walls, help secure the flanks. Right now it comes to the naval fleet. We've got 15, soon to be 16 arrow ships, 4 Spring Golds. Versus opponent has 11 Spring Golds, 3 arrow ships, and 3 fire ships. The fire ships won't really do all too much versus opponent's current composition. The Holy Empire player throws in more fire ships that could be useful. But thanks to his lesser civilian count at the moment, he's having a bit of trouble there. His opponent's starting to deploy out some archers now as well. So I'm mixing some airoships. Now we do have a good number of archers here. Yellow may be able to win the sea since most of his opponents divert a large number of force onto land. His scout will spot the archers, very important. He could just mix in, make a spearman, man-at-arms mix to engage the ground force. Springald's taking some hits there. Fire ships having trouble connecting. This one will connect quite handily. It just seems like 3 or 4 of them, but it looks like a number of fire ships went down there, but I don't think it did all too much. Looks like Yellow's Navy will win out. Fire ship does connect right there. More reinforcement ships there, and these are actually fire ships, which the airoships will counter them. His Springald ships are starting going down. He has a handful of Springald ships himself. Yellow has won the sea. Now Red has to perhaps push forward and claim and possibly win land before his opponent booms up too much. This player has a bit of food and gold to work with. He sees now the archers and early knights trying to push his way forward. Trying to bring in some more navy, not being focused down properly. There's a large number of docks here. He doesn't have any naval arrow slits, nor any of that being researched. And his fishing boat's up here, nice and safe. He doesn't have to bring them back to drop them off. So if he hides in the corner, he can still maintain income. Now it's time to get out some battering rams to cleave through his opponent's base. All he needs to do is destroy 2 landmarks and he wins. Good number of sheeple here. Now he knows about the battering ram. The battering ram has been garrisoned with a whole bunch of archers. At this point in time, mixing man-at-arms with spearmen would be quite useful. He knows about the archers because of the scout spotting them. Spearman falls back there. Docks being cleaned on up. Looks like a fire ship come forward and blew up a couple of the Holy Roman Empire ships. Ardent Spearman research now being put on field. Time for more battering rams. Thanks to the fact that he has so much wood economy meant for fishing boats and other ships, he's able to pull out a large number of battering rams because he no longer has ships. Spearman being employed on good numbers. He's also going for some horsemen. That's probably a good item as well as spearmen. Just trying to muster up an army. He has a bit of wood to work with, but you could eye for some more fishing boats. These fishing boats are currently still alive. Just collect up some shorefish. You can take his wounded boats and put them around his docks to get health regen. He's starting to lose some of his housing here. He has losing all this housing will put on a population cap. We got 6 horsemen, 11 spearmen now on the field. That may be enough. Now field the archers. Horsemen could just charge forward, focus on archers. Spearmen could just be a move forward. Perhaps hit the knights, but also having them, either of those units hit battering rams wouldn't be half bad either. We got a 4th, 5th, and 6th battering ram now queued on up. Roman Empire player is at pop cap right now. The Guardian is streaming in more military units along the land. And its archers and cavalry is all split apart. Horsemen are able to charge forward to the archers. In fact, the knights are not going to be adequate enough to stop the horsemen. The spearmen should just be a move forward, engage these forces. They'll be fine if they hit the archers. And now there's a battering team in the primary town center. Taking some hits is fine. Let's take out those units there. Knights trying to push way forward, try to hit those villagers. Does get intercepted by the horsemen and spearmen. Does get the villagers inside the garrison in time. He does kill off all the force now, able to clean up the battering rams. And does, oh yeah, Holy Roman Empire player, the emergency repairs. So he doesn't really need to take time to repair up the town center because look at the button, he gives what, 25,000 health. Now he stopped attack. He's going for the boar here. That may put him in tier 3 trade bounty. Oh, he's so close. Horsemen and spearmen now advance way forward. The villagers are currently idle. They should get inside the wooden fortress. But I don't think they will be able to hold. With his force here, he's able to crack open these villagers. And that would be game. There's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. $20, a little bit short. Here we go. We can do 25 minutes. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the north side as the Green French with Valdemar. On the south side as the Red Abbasid Dynasty with SAS. When it comes to economic benefits, the French do have faster village production as well as free melee blacksmith research, all the least important of all the blacksmith research, and the capability to gain cost reductions are on their keeps. When it comes to the Abbasid Dynasty, they have some of the best economic benefits of the game. The Tier 1 Golden Age, plus 15% gathering rate for all resources, once they get it. Like Yellow is focusing to collect up gold immediately. He is immediately going for survival techniques. So he put all of the 6 initial villagers here, I didn't realize it, onto the deer. So he is being aggressive with the food collection. He will be running a little behind. His opponent's not going for the military wing. It's not uncommon. Getting 2 free spearmen archers provide a lot of momentum, especially since most French players tend to go for School of Cavalry and meeting out some Royal Knights. Speaking of which, got the School of Cavalry, and we'll probably see some Royal Knights. And a bit of resources here when it comes to unique units. In Feudal Age, the Abbasid Dynasty has the Camel Archer. A not that useful mounted archer, does hit hard, does do bonus damage versus light melee like archers, and provide damage reduction aura to nearby horses. While his opponent does have access to the Royal Knight, a high quality heavy cavalry unit, which can get very good upgrades to go along with it. Both players advance to the next age roughly at the same time. Weber was not on the build queue for the Abbasid player. Now it does have its initial archers and spearmen. He's eyeing for some palisade walls as well. First Royal Knight on the build queue. We don't see additional military structures for the Abbasid player just yet. He is sent 1 villager on stone at the moment. Make that 2. He may be eyeing for a second town center, rallying additional villagers over there. Scout does see some hits.
C'est comme grande course. Un boulot. Cavale parat.
2 scouts in the region. We do have the spearmen still chasing down the scout. We've got 2 Royal Knights here. There should be more enough to overwhelm the spearmen. Where did the last archer go? There it is. Archer went behind. Doesn't get a spear brace there. He does finish off one of the Spearman. He's focusing down quite nicely. One Royal Knight took a bit of damage there, and now these archers will go down as well. This Royal Knight could stay back and wait for Chivalry to get research, and perhaps protect one of his flanks. Scout does fall back there. We do have a barracks not being put on field, likely eyeing for some spearmen. Here to get spooked a little bit. We do now have these Royal Knights advance way forward. A fresh one and a slightly wounded one. We will now research for both players. Got a good number of villagers there collecting up wood. Easy pickings for Royal Knight. He does not have textiles to research at the moment. This Royal Knight now advancing around will find a spearman. It does drop off a little stone there, but that's meant for the additional town center. Additional town center now being deployed out next to the berries and wood. Royal Knight scout still moving around. Maybe I'll find this lone villager here. Does spot the town center there. He will spot this villager. Gets the strike and the follow-up hit. Wipes out a villager. Now he's trying to engage this spearman. Does have a slight damage benefit for a short amount of time. Now spearman moving around. Do have the both Royal Knights over here. It's going to go ahead and focus him down. Taking a bit of damage there. And he's trying to focus on the spearman. He's actually hitting the scout there. That's what needs to fall back. Does save that Royal Knight. And he's going to fall back the rest of these nope. Villager's now getting hit once again. Does pick off another villager there. Very good. Counselor getting some arrows over here. All of his knights are very wounded. Now's a good time for Chivalry. Chivalry does cost what? 250 gold? It does cost 100, 200. Each Royal Knight costs us 240 each. So if he heals more than one Royal Knight, if up from 1 HP to max, it will not necessarily pay for itself, but do it for 2, it would. And there's probably enough damage here to warrant the research now. He currently has 6 Royal Knights on the field. Here do get knocked down a little bit. Now do have the fresh foodstuffs now being researched. Chivalry now being researched as well, which will give much needed health regen on multiple of these Royal Knights. Got Spearman and Villager over here. Barracks now going on up, as well as another barracks. He's assigned to be defensive with Spearmen. But he hasn't deployed out additional Spearmen at the moment. He's a little bit more food. The French player now has deployed out a handful of archers as well on the field to counter his opponent's spearmen. He does stab that deer in the butt as well as that one. Does get spear brace here, but there's enough Royal Knights here to easily overwhelm these scouts. But does pick off that wounded knight there. Good pick there, but he will lose his villager in return. Villager does go down. Scout severely wounded. And the spearman goes down as well. So far, the French players cut off 3 villagers. We do now have Chivalry research, gain some good health regen on these units. Those are archers, those are more archers. There's one, he has a really wounded Royal Knight somewhere. There it is. Just getting them healed up quite nicely. He has only 3 spearmen on the field. Try and go for an outpost here as well. Archers making their advance. Does get a good volley there on that spearman. Charge way forward. Does take out the archer there. Cancel the outpost, and these villagers are trying to run away.
Audite milites.
القوس جاهز.
Equites in avant. Pace bove. Come
ما حاجتك؟
Got this force moving around. Should be getting some good health through Gen.
فرات أخير.
You can honestly eye for some battery rams. Both of the landmarks and destroyer right here. He has to go for 14,000 health. But it could possibility he could try killing his opponent. Rather than try killing his opponent. Archers find a good hit there on this scout. Taking out the scout is very important.
Obeio.
سي فرات.
Bene.
كافالاريو فرات.
We do have one horseman in the field, so let's do plus 9 damage versus range, which is basically the same damage as the base attack of the Royal Knights.
أشرد. القوس جاهز.
Another line of stone walls or wooden walls there. Looks like 4 is now going to be claimed. Go on his opponent's side of the map to claim with us 4. Has 5 villagers here. Could go for an outpost as well. Nope, there's additional 3 villagers now.
القوس جاهز. الرامي مستعد.
Guarda capere.
أمرك سيدي. إلى المعركة.
مستعدون.
We got a good number of archers and spearmen here. His opponent could try to just go for mass archers in return. We've got the Royal Institute not being deployed on out. Royal Institute is a unique landmark to allow him to get additional, or get his research earlier and cheaper. And the French player has plus second town center there, so the French player is very far ahead in villager production thanks to the faster villager production benefit as well.
Novos ordines. Quitamus.
براتي أخير. فادي أخير.
مرحبا.
Audi Sibalier.
براتي السريع.
Dolme viesi. Comprendo.
القوس جاهز.
Both players have a sizable army. The French only has 20 military units, so his opponent's at 50. And the quality is in favor of red by a small amount, and quantity as well. Now he's advanced to the next age. He's going for the veteran Royal Knight research. His opponent's going for phalanx as well as more wood chopping research. War has only been partially obtained. He does pull back his villagers nice and early. Maybe going to bring them over to the deer, but the deer haven't been mostly cleaned up as well. It does split up his opponent's force a little bit. Green Scout will go down. Very important. Veteran Archer research on the way. Going for more Royal Knights, and maybe a good idea to go for some Mangonels.
أتبع الأوامر.
Access Metzvos, compagnon.
أعبر راكبا.
French player is redeploying out his scout now and go for monk, eyeing for the relics.
سأفعل. وقت المسير.
Deer does go down there. He's killing off multiple deer. Not for sure that's on purpose or by accident. Royal Knight's charging way forward. He does not have Royal Bloodline, so doesn't have the greatly improved health at the moment. Royal Knight's charging way forward, falls back. Archers are making their advance. He just needs more general archers as well as passing Mangonel. One has 30 units. Going for more spearmen right now. Green's archers just getting disintegrated, just simply not hearing large enough numbers. Horseman does eat some shots there. Does take out a couple of archers in return. Spearmen now making their advance. And Green should just fall back. Up north, we have the scout to spot these forces. And Green's archers is getting annihilated. Sometimes a bunch of guys with pointy sticks is all we really need. This is probably not a good time to do a charge attack. He doesn't have royal bloodlines either. Royal bloodlines just started. Archers make their advance. It's now opponent going for the economic wing. And he does take out most of the spearmen now down. He has 19, which is still a good number. And the spearmen are just getting whittled down due to the high quality of the veteran Royal Knights. Let's pick off one of those Royal Knights there. Spearberry says come forward, get some good damage on some of these Royal Knights. And the Red's army just slowly getting whittled down. He's now bringing a Camel Archer there just to get the damage debuff. Green's Archer's trying to get focus on these Spearmen. Green's Royal Knights are severely dwindled as well. We now have a mill here with a whole bunch of farms queued on up. Gold is rapidly being seized. If you take a look at the map, the big gold deposits on the left center of the map, small one over here, so it's a good natural expansion location for the French. Got a small one here and here, along with Pumbaa and some stone. And Green's now trying to claim Pumbaa over here as well. Villagers will be spotted by these archers. He does take some damage there. Could probably drop off the food before they run away. Now it's just trying to run away. Royal Knights is looking off to engage. And now the Absent Dynasty player does advance to the Castle Age. A large number of these Royal Knights are getting much needed health regen. And will be interrupted by impaling those men. Now got a pair of outposts going on up, as well as a mill. He's going to grind up these deer into a thin red paste. Does get some spear braces there. It's just one. Our next charging wave forward, they're still not fully healed, but they do have royal bloodlines for increased max health. Though there is a Camel Archer nearby to reduce their damage. Archers here in good number, gains a good damage in return. A veteran spearman and veteran archer research is still on the way for the absent player. He doesn't have the composite bowman research either. Maganel now deployed on the field to engage the French archers. We've got some Guillaumes now being pulled up by the Absent player as well. 1-6 have been catching up. Green has claimed one relic, one's picked up as well. Monk dropping off another relic. We've got this monk now getting bitten by the local dogs. Up here, we've got these spearmen trying to stop Pumbaa from being claimed. Paganel does roll a miss there. Relic does receive some hits. Get some good damage there. Knights charging the way forward. Spearman taking a large number of damage there from the French archers. He does have some arbaletiers mixed on in. Cam Archer could get focused down. Does get hit a little bit. A couple of the Royal Knights getting snared there and now engaging. Keep now being put on field. Red's throwing a large number of villagers onto the keep. Green's archers getting hit by the Mangonel. Mangonel getting repaired on up. Another Mangonel shot there. Takes a good number. It looks like the Royal Knights will be disintegrated. More archers moving forward. So no composite bowman research for the Abbasid player. And we got a green keep here, actuality. So we've got 2 keeps now on the field. Royal Knights pushing their way forward. One does go down. The other 2 trying to find a way to spawn space. A couple torches being thrown up by villagers. These Royal Knights will likely get cleaned up by these spearmen. At least one does. The other one's going to try to find another opportunity. Over here, the monk will find the spearman. Area is still being cleaned on up over here. And now this monk's just being pursued by these spearmen. Over here, we got the sacred site captured on up. Royal Knights still been given the chase. Monk does go down. 2 sacred sites captured up by green, as well as now a 4th relic. Down south, we got the monk or the Royal Knight going on down. Royal Knights not being picked off here. And those Royal Knights do go down. We do have a Trebuchet now engaged in the keep. And a second Trebuchet is on the field as well. Good damage there on the keep. It's taking time to spend resources to get repaired on up. Siege Workshop trying to pull out Mangonel, a very powerful item at this moment, but he's currently at the pop cap. His opponent has 110 population versus 200, and his opponent does have 120 villagers. It's not looking for the good for the Abbasid player. He's trying to push forward a pair of Spring Bolts. He has a good number of archers here. He could try getting out some advanced camels. Camels can get quite a bit of armor. Research. Camel riders, I should say. Couple good hits on that Trebuchet from the Spring Golds. There's a big breach here, so Green's able to advance through this region and perhaps kill off some villagers. Gate does go down there. It's Spearman here in numbers. He does have a handful of crossbows here as well. Against all these archers, maybe a good idea to get some Giloms. Royal Knights does see the villagers. Does get a couple of impales. Mangonel rolls a hit there. Spring Gold's fired, and there goes Mangonel. Red Pal's not being put on the field, and he's putting aggressive. Red Pal's being blown on out. Its base damage is very high, and it can garrison stuff inside to make it have a really powerful coverage. Its base damage for the Arbalest emplacements is above 50. It's like 60 damage, so it will even do serious damage to even these structures as well as battering rams. These archers and crossbows being overran by these forces. The green just has too many archers and crossbows in this region, and red does back the game. This is Grade saying thanks for watching, and on to next replay. Doesn't have any replays left for us to grab. Could do that one, but 22 minutes. We could do this one, 28 minutes. Both of us versus the same player. Let's just go on. We did 2 with him, so let's just head on the next player now. The one I'm looking for is not capitalized. Let's go for this one. Yep, this is the right one, and it is visible, but there's only one replay within this week. So, on to the next player. Here we go, last online 2 days ago. So this name is... no, it's not as common as I would have assumed. Team Games. 15 minutes. I don't recognize this player, so we can go back farther. 28 minutes should be fine. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on top left side as the Cyan Abbasid Dynasty with Downfall. Spawn on bottom right side as the Magenta English with Tips AoE.ttv. Take a look at the map. This map tends to have 2 sets of mesas, but this mesa over here is pretty small. And a small little corner here. It looks like it's large enough for a castle or a keep. And over here, this mesa is much larger. Gold deposits here. Got Magenta has 2 gold deposits relatively close by, so this will probably be a good spot for a second town center, or maybe right around here. For his opponent, looks like his gold deposits, good amount of resource over here. This would be a great spot for a second town center. The sheep is keeping a guard there. Cyan does find a good number of sheep so far. 7 appears to be. Magenta, has been finding none, or nope, he dropped off some here. Economic Wing and the Council Hall both being employed on out. Cyan's finding a good number of sheep. He has another round of sheep he can bring back home, so he does have quite a bit of extra food he can collect up now. Got a council hall and barracks now being employed on the field. He's probably going to eye for spearmen, longbowmen. Longbowmen against Abbasid Dynasty should be very effective, as well as men-at-arms. Men-at-arms, in my opinion, is one of the EWH men-at-arms, one of the best units in the entire game. It is calling out as spearmen, but honestly, the men-at-arms will be much better, though they're a little bit more expensive. Cyan Scout will spot all this, and does spot the local doggo there. The local doggo was put down as ATF intended. Actually, a couple more here as well. We're advancing way forward. Got his Magenta Scout over here as well. He just might want to make sure the scout doesn't go down, so he can deliver the sheep back at home, so he can lead them to victory rather than to the slaughter, right? Horseman now pulled on the field, trying to pick off some of these longbows. We'll find a spearman hit there. Took a massive hit. And the wolf's now getting some hits as well. Another horseman now being pulled on the field. Got mass horseman for the Abbasid player. He does have archer range. Going for some archers now. Longbowman does find a hit there on some of these villagers. Thanks to Longbowman's extra range, he's able to reach quite far with them. Now, the sheep have been led back home. It's close to your deposits right here, but you can pull out Town Center over there. Right now, neither side is going for stone collection at the moment, so neither side is eyeing for additional Town Center anytime soon. Golden Age Tier 1 now has been activated, giving him plus 50% collection rate of all resources.
ما أوامرك يا سيدي؟ أنا ذاهب. أنصتوا. سيروا إلى الأمام. أنصتوا يا رجال. هيا بنا.
Get a bit of damage down to that archer.
أنا ذاهب. بدء التحرك.
And the boar has been enraged as well. Just needs to run away. Pumbaa is a wonderful place has been disturbed. Horseman trying to make that advance. Spearman not in proper position there. Try to hit this other horseman there, but does manage to keep these other horsemen at bay. Archer's getting some damage there. Scout does take some fire as well. And Spearmen are advancing forward to force back the horsemen as well.
Need a hit. Comathon. Yes. انتبهوا. لنذهب.
Where are you?
أنصتوا. هيا بنا. سيروا إلى الأمام.
We got 12 longbowmen here, 6 spearmen, versus a force of 10 archers and 6 horsemen. The English player does have a larger force on the field, as well as higher quality. His opponent is eyeing for more horsemen, more archers, while the English player is eyeing for more longbowmen. Mixing some men-arms would be very effective. I'll be expensive. Does get a good fall there, takes out one of those horsemen, thanks to the higher base damage of these longbowmen. They will punch through the base arm of the horsemen quite a little bit better, not necessarily easily, but just simply better. Machina does fall back there. Spearmen are next to the longbowmen. Does get good follow down the archers. Scout took some hits there. Longbowman's taking some hits as well. He doesn't lose any longbowmen. So far, Magenta hasn't lost a single unit. Look at that. Science killed off 0 units. His opponents get off 330 worth of units. Now do have more wood cutting axe, horticulture.
انتبهوا لنذهب. سيروا انتبهوا. نحن تحت
Horsemen do take some damage there.
لنذهب.
ما حاجتك؟
Some palisade walls going on up. Over here we do have, looks like their second town center has been established over here, right where I thought would be a good one, near the deer as well as the gold deposit. And there's a good gold and stone deposit back there. More spearmen and longbowmen being rallied forward right here. Got 10 horsemen here now. Pakistan to get out more archers. Got a volley there. Spearman pushing way forward, trying to torch down some of these palisade walls. He does have a decent number of archers here, so that's where his archers are currently at. He's trying to go for more archers and more horsemen. This one's currently not deploying out anything at the moment.
أيها الرومان تقدم.
Going for some of his blacksmith archer damage. His opponent's going for archer armor, which will counter out each other.
تقدموا.
Now going for his own wood chopping upgrade as well. Palisade wall does go down there.
اذهبوا أيها الرومان. سيروا إلى الأمام. أمرك سيدي.
Magenda's now trying for some forward outposts in order to get the network of castles. A couple archer hits there, but they're taking a bit more damage in return. These archers will go down. Horsemen making their advance. Archers are trying to engage out the spearmen. Hope he has them all queued up. Now he's trying to hit each other.
أيها الرومان. حان الوقت.
Longbowmen's attack speed is the same as regular archers.
بدء التحرك.
Now it's getting a bit of damage there onto those archers.
الرومان حان الوقت. القوس قضي الأمر. سأفعل. يا سيدي. مستعد.
Spearmen making their way back. Horsemen do find this villager. And the villager will go down, and he does not torch down that outpost attack. He does get it cancelled. We do now siege engineers now being researched by the English player, so he can go and push it towards his opponent's town.
اصغر.
Horsemen could try for a counterattack of this region. We do have some now man-at-arms on the field. 7 man-at-arms are now on the field. Man-at-arms will beat horsemen in 1v1 combat. While they aren't hard to counter horsemen, they are more or less a soft counter. Additionally, they are hard to counter for those archers, assuming they can get in the distance.
Combat honor!
Magenda's army has fallen back a little bit there. We do now have these horsemen trying to push their way forward, trying to torch down some more items. And his house will get torched on down. And some more structures. Got a good number of longbowmen moving around. House will be destroyed there. And also the horsemen took some hits there. These horsemen do find a couple kills as well in villagers. Spearmen trying to ward them away. They're here in small numbers, which they can get overwhelmed. Now Magenta decided to push forward with this massive force. His men-at-arms, well, at least 9 of them are right there. All 9 of them he has on the field. Now got the big circle dance here. Doesn't have enough wood for another battering ram. You could try garrisoning some units on the inside of it in order for an ambush surprise. And it looks like a good number of these villagers now exposed. There's a handful of those villagers now. Townsend have now seen a bit of fire there. Villagers going down still. Now he's forced to engage. Horsemen pushing forward. That's not good engagement for horsemen. And he has no real counter to the man-at-arms. The archers will do 2 damage each per arrow. The town is now getting repaired up by the villagers. The villagers getting hit by the longbowmen. Horsemen are actually successfully able to engage some of these longbowmen, taking them out one at a time. Townsend takes some hits. Spearmen trying to disrupt those villagers there. And now Magenta's sort of just completely surrounded by a massive number of horsemen. Townsend took some hits there. Magenta's force has to stay in the fight. Has some reinforcements way over here, but they're way over there. And Magenta's force here will be cleaned on up. Barons have gone down. He's not taking time to prep the town center.
Yes, sir.
So has a handful of spearmen remaining, but it's mostly starting to transition to man-at-arms. English farms, of course, are very, very powerful. Able to get some good food income there. Horsemen took a couple hits there. Magenta's Science Force now engaging. Man-at-arms, you're just a little bit outnumbered. So longbowmen starting to advance. Looks like those archers will go down to these man-at-arms.
تحركوا أيها الرومان. سيروا إلى الأمام. تحركوا أيها الرومان.
So has a handful of spearmen, not line deployed anymore. More men-at-arms to build queue. And now we do have the military wing now being reached for the Absent player. He's going to try to age up. He has a little bit too much wood at the moment. I'm going to take half of his lumberjacks and I to put them on gold, fast get some mangonels. Now these horses are taking a bit of fire there, and these horses all falling back.
أنصتوا يا رجال.
Horsemen will find an opportunity to gauge some of these villagers in return. Archers still just being pursued. Villagers could find some of these horsemen could find some of these villagers over here. Got a good number of mills back here. He does get interrupted there, but he decided to stay back away from town center.
أسرعوا.
Military wing has another 44 seconds. These horsemen are still prowling around the back line.
تحركوا أيها الجنود.
Spearmen do get a decent spear brace there, and more of those horsemen will go down.
انتبهوا. هيا بنا.
Walls do get cancelled there. Local doggo still demands head pats.
كما تشاء. كما تشاء. أفعل. انتبهوا.
Now the military wing has been researched, which does give him 2 immediate camel riders. He's immediately going for Giloms, crossbows, and lancers. He's not going to
أفعل ذلك.
upgrade his existing force. He's just going to replace them with higher quality units. Magenta is now pushing forward with a battering ram. The English player has a small window before him to win the game. He may not get opportunity to take time to age up himself. Some of these villagers are starting going down now. Battering ram's now engaging. He's trying to torch down some various items. He probably could take time to use his longbow to pull out another battering ram on the front line. This town center quickly went down. I don't think it was repaired. But now these villagers are starting to go down. The farm does get battered down as well, or at least set ablaze by the battering ram. Does have a what's called outpost here to provide the network castles buff. The English player right now has a 70 military units versus just 33. Trying to pull out more Giloms, camel riders, horsemen, and Giloms trying to engage the men-at-arms. The Giloms are, of course, higher quality at this moment. Crossbows getting hit by the longbows. More men-at-arms pushing forward. Magno rolls and miss there onto the men-at-arms for longbowmen. Magno will go down. Horses starting to engage. Men-at-arms or Giloms trying to fall back. He may have age advantage, but he certainly does not have a military advantage at the moment. So these villagers are going to go down, trying to retreat out of this region. Man-at-arms trying to find other opportunities. He probably could fall back. He has over 1,000 wood. Pulling out a large number of battering rams could be in order. Help him break through with that base. He's starting to torch down the blacksmith. Man-at-Arms trying to fall back. Gilom's here getting some good numbers as well as the crossbows. He has a small window of him able to solidify the game. Horsemen engaging the reinforcements. Very nice. He has 7 spearmen remaining. Maybe a good idea to have them just a move back home to in order to engage those horsemen. Gilom's running around. Other heads are chopped off. Network of castles being blown out. He has enough resources for 2 more battering rams. All he needs to do is destroy 2 structures. We've got a Mangonel deployed out here. Now we've got the King's Palace going on up. He is going to try to eye the age up. Got a couple torches now engaging the battering ram. The archer range does get destroyed.
Pharaoh John.
Maybe I can just get his research up and going quickly. Going for the man-at-arms research, going for the veteran longbowman research.
حان وقت العمل.
تم رصد العدو بالقرب من هنا. النصر لنا.
Battering ram does go down there.
And Sealy in builded thing.
Battering rams trying to make their way forward, trying to break down this palisade gate. English player still has a large military force field. The quality is only slightly better, however, at the moment. Armor clad will greatly improve the armor of his man-at-arms. We got multiple Mangonels now put on the field. If they connect, they can get some great damage done versus even the man-at-arms. Gilom's pushed right forward. There's a nice little choke point here, which is good for ranged forces, but whose ranged forces? Mangonels find a massive hit there, knocking out a dozen units and wounding the other bunch. Gilom's falling on back. Mangonel rolls and misses on the longbow. Maybe good idea to hit this bunch of man-at-arms. Does get a good hit there. It does find a small hit there on the longbow as well. Crossbows trying to engage the longbowman. Getting some more hits there. More hits. Looks like the English force is starting to disintegrate. And with the King's Palace, he will be able to maintain the villager deficit, though his opponent has brought out additional towns down here. So both players are at 2 town centers. Longbown's now getting overrun by the Giloms. These forces are starting to fall back. Giloms does fall back as well. These man-at-arms being shot them one at a time. They will get killed off quite quickly. Right now, English player does have less military units than his opponent. Got a bit of wood and gold to work with. He could get out some Mangonels of his own. Opponent still has access to those camel riders. We got network of castles now put on the field. Gives a good attack speed benefits for the English player. Right now, English player is a little bit outnumbered still. But the Mangonels fired and nailed the corpse. He is now putting a large number of villagers on this gold deposit. If Cyan is able to interrupt it, that'd be great. Mangonels hit the mana orange, doing some good damage to them. One Mangonel advance way forward to hit the ranged forces there. I'm not sure where actually now the Mangonel's going. It will be able to get some damage there on the mana orange as they fall back. More battery ramps now being deployed on out. Get some damage on those structures. We do not have boot camp research, giving increased health for Cyan's infantry units. Local doggo still demands head paths. And Siege Workshop does go down there. Mining camp as well. Yeah, it's still a good amount of food collection, that's for sure. His gold is now being diverted down here. You may want to get out a second mining pit on the other side. Cyan's now trying to push his way forward. He just needs to clean through 3 landmarks. This one, and this one. So all relatively close by to each other. Crossbows and archers making their advance. But it's there on those units. English army starting to get disintegrated. Does take out, or got a hit there on one of the Mangonels. Does split a fire. Mangonels counter barraging and annihilates the Spring Gold. And it looks like Magenta's army is just getting disintegrated. Man arms crossbows trying to advance along the flank, decapturing the secret site while at it. And Magenta backs out of the game now. This is Anagrade saying, thank you for watching.